So I was playing on my level 70 Night Elf, and I was walking through Stormwind like any other day, and I was gonna go to Ironforge, so I decided to take the deep run tram, right? And so I like got on the tram, and I like sat down. I was talking to my buddies. They were like in my head. I got I got really comfortable. There was this like weird man who was just like kind of staring at me, and I saw the name tag above his head, and it was Rizler. And I know like everyone on this server, so like I've never seen them before. And he like walks up to me, and I ask him, I'm like, bro, like, what's your deal? And he like slash waved. And so like I was going to Ironforge for like some questing, like, but and he like sent me a trade request, and I was like, fine, maybe if he goes away, like I'll look. And the guy like puts 1 packet of salt in his trade request, so I like accept it anyways. And then he like disconnects right then and there, and I was like, I was sitting in my seat, and it was really weird. And so I eventually I must have like zoned out or something after that, because next thing I know, I was at the deep run tram again, and like my friends in my head were like laughing at me. I felt really embarrassed because I walked back out, and I wasn't in Ironforge. I was in Stormwind again, and like I figured like maybe it was because I was up late, like had a long night of raiding. We did Chains of Domination Heroic. That was pretty cool. I didn't get the drop though, but and so I like got back on the tram again, because I was like, I really got to go to Ironforge, bro. Like I gotta do my dailies, and the like Rizler wasn't there, but the packet of salt was still in my inventory, and like I must have like blanked out or like fallen asleep, because it was like pretty late at night. It was like 4 a.m, and then like I woke up in Stormwind again. And like my friends in my head were just like still laughing at me, and like that was my experience. Like I tried to keep it short for you, because I know you're a busy man.
No, that's not it. Usually these things are about an hour, but that's okay, Dwayne. And so what you're referring to, Stormwind and that, these are games. These are the games you guys play.
No, but like I felt like I was the character though. Like I was my Night Elf Paladin.
Well, that's what I'm saying, because again, I don't play video games, but your references, your language, it's according to the video games. Is that what it is?
Yeah. It's like Stormwind's like a big capital city. It's where the Alliance are.
Right. Okay, so take a look, because I don't play the games, but it's all the same thing: king, queen, chess, whatever, same games. It's the same idea, okay, and the battles and whatever. I mean, I've seen some of these games, I've looked at them, etc., but I don't play them. I don't play the game world. That's your world, okay? So again, when you're playing these games, and it's just like looking into your computer. Right now, I'm looking at my computer screen. I have a big screen. I have a 32-inch. I'm looking into my computer screen. I see all of you. I see your images, etc. And so again, when you're looking into your computer screen, when you're looking at these game images in the screen, you're actually looking into another dimension. You're looking into a created cyberspace dimension. Here's 2 movies that I recommend you to see. And these are older movies.
If it's the Warcraft movie, I've already seen it. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt though. My bad.
No, it's not. It's number 1 is Brainstorm. Okay, it came out in the 70s. You want to see Brainstorm with Natalie Wood? All right, old movie star. She's dead. She's gone. Number 2 is Lawnmower Man. You want to see these 2 movies, Brainstorm and Lawnmower Man. Okay, you want to see those movies. They're older movies. They're older than you, but you want to see.
Lawnmower Man sounds boring though. I don't want to watch a guy mow a lawn.
It's not about that. It's not
What's
about
it
that.
about then?
It's all about technology.
Lawnmowers?
That's just a metaphor. Okay, so again, watch the movies. All right, because what you're doing is, see, you're agreeing to these varied dimensions in cyberspace. This is how the world controllers have set it up. But again,
Sorry.
you guys are really into the gaming world. And this is why Eric has this funny body type. This is why Phil has the turtle. Eric is usually a dragon, etc. What's the old game? Dungeons and Dragons, right? I'm sure you kids play that, right?
I've
No,
never
that game's
played
for
it.
nerds.
Yeah. Well,
I
again,
just play Fortnite.
that's one of the old games. But you see, what it's trying to show you also, Eric, that gaming is old. Okay, it's not what you think it is. But you guys are
I
doing
just
it.
played
That's
Fortnite earlier, I'll have you know.
Yeah, well, it's just a metaphor. The thing is, you got this dragon body, and it's very interesting, isn't it? And so that's one of the original
Yeah.
games is Dragons and Dungeons. I remember that. What's that from the
It's Dungeons and
70s,
Dragons.
from the 80s, or from the 90s? Dungeons and Dragons. That's an old one, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah. So these things are really old, even though they seem new, etc. So what you're doing, Dwayne, is you're moving from dimension to dimension, but these are created dimensions. It's like when you go into an office or a building, multi-floors, you're moving up and down. It seems like, oh, I'm in another room, or I'm almost in another realm or universe. Every room or every floor is different. Well, again, it's something created. It's not something naturally set into motion like the natural environment. So you're going into these mechanical, dimensions, and these mechanical things are happening to you because that's how you've set yourself up. That's how you've agreed to things to be part of your personal consciousness. And so again, it's showing you that you're not really recognizing, okay, what you're doing with these games and how it's affecting you. But it's showing you how it is, and it's showing you how you're being distracted and your mind's being screwed around and implemented. You know, when the gaming first came out, before you kids were born, there was a lot of psychological things going on with a lot of people, and there still are. And they were talking about that on the news for many years in the 70s and 80s and whatever. But now they don't talk about it anymore. You see, they don't talk about the dangers of Wi-Fi with your cell phone because they want to sell cell phones. And so again, they don't talk about the psychological effects too much or advertise it too much about the video games because they want you to play them. But at first they snuck out, they had these things in the news, but eventually it just kind of faded away. But you have agreed to go into these multi-dimensions that have been created for you. And again, that's why I suggest you see Brainstorm. It's in the 70s with Natalie Wood. And then right after that came Lawnmower Man. I forget the fellow that was in it. These two are about the technology that you're in and what it's really doing. Okay? They will show you that. Also, another one that you should see with Michael Douglas when he was really young is called Coma, C-O-M-A. You want to see that one too, in the 70s. These movies are really showing you what's going on, and this is before you came here into this lifetime. Well, I went through that because I was born in 1948, okay? I was born a long time ago, thousands of years ago. So I've been around a while where you kids are brand new. But these movies are still around, and they are documentaries.
Are you an elf or something? That's a long time.
Yeah, these are documentaries, and they're going to give you a lot of information that you're not seeing, okay? So again, that's what I recommend you see those 3 movies. For now, you should write them down. Okay, kids, that's it for today, but that's what you're going through. And
wait, you're thousands of years old?
And what was the name again, Dwayne, of the fella? He had it on his forehead.
His name tag said Rizler, like his first name Riz, last name Lur, because like
Yeah.
you have to have a last name.
Yeah, and you didn't know him, right?
No, and he gave me a packet of salt. Like I thought he was trolling me for a second, but then he like disappeared. He must have like walked off.
Okay, Eric, who is that, Eric? You already know,
was it
Eric.
Bubby?
You already know who it is, Eric.
Well, it's not me.
Who was on the train ride with you, Eric?
Oh my God, you're right. It's Steve Harvey.
No, you're a knucklehead. It was Rebisar.
What?
Okay,
Oh,
it was
fuck,
Rebisar.
man. That was obvious.
He just
What is?
he put it in a certain way because it's more computerized. It's Rebisar that was there, and he disappeared, and he left you with a packet of salt. There's an old saying, okay? Please pay attention, all right? Because this is precious knowledge, and if you just, flim-flam it around, you're going to stay lost. That's real, okay? You're going to stay lost in this dream. You're already lost in it. I'm trying to show you how to get out of it. All right, that packet of salt, there's an old saying, I'll take that with a grain of salt. Have you ever heard of that old saying? Well, it's an old saying. So that salt there is kind of a metaphor saying that, your experience is like a grain of salt, okay? But that was Rebisar, and he was disguised. So Eric is recognizing them. See, Eric is recognizing Rebisar. You see, he's recognizing him. So Eric goes, oh, there's Rebisar on the train. You haven't recognized him yet, so his name comes out different. Now, who in the heck puts their name on their forehead? Except that they have a helmet.
That's what they do in the game, though. Like, your name appears above your head.
Yeah. So again, see, you're going off your game world. See, this is your whole relationship to living here is your game world. See how mechanicalized you are? You're already a friggin' robot. And just like Phil's experience.
Dude, I'm not a bot. Take that back.
Yeah, you're already that. And I'm showing you how to get through this to your real awareness. You're robotized. Everybody is robotized here. Now, if you're fine with that, that's okay. You can stay robotized, but you're robotized.
I don't want to be I'm not gonna be a bot.
Well, you've already agreed to be one, and you didn't know it. Now you do. Just like Neo didn't know he was in the Matrix until he woke up and saw that he was. Yeah.
So
see,
if Rizzler was Rebisar, why was he playing a gnome though? Like, there's way cooler races to play than gnome.
It's not about that. See, that's your thinking, Dwayne. I'm trying to show you your thinking as opposed to what else there is. There's another view, but you got to figure it out. So little by little, you will get the hints. And yeah, you're going to be bothered by this. People are thinking, oh, they're making robots and we're going to be robots. I don't want to be a robot. Duh, you're already a robot. You just don't even know it yet. You're already a robot.
Dude, I'm not a bot. Quit calling me a bot.
The human vehicle is a robot also. It's all robotized. It doesn't matter. You can say it's human, you can say it's robot. It's all the same thing. It's a vehicle like your car. That's all it is. And it will last only so long. It will only last so long, and then you'll get more because your real awareness is not a vehicle. It is not something manufactured. It's real. So again, yeah, this is going to bother the personal self because you have your own idea about yourself. You see? And that's okay. You can think whatever you want, but you made it all up. And you're in the passing dream. So if you're happy with it, it's all fine. It's not good or bad. I'm not criticizing you or anybody. I'm just showing you what you're doing. And if you're fine with it, keep doing it. Yeah, you have
to prove to you that I'm not a bot.
Yeah, You can do whatever. Again,
Wait, what if I could be a cool bot though, like a cyborg, like Terminator? Yeah.
do you watch some of the movies where they're robots? Watch a movie where they're robots. There are a series on Netflix or whatever. And when people are talking to the robots, and then all of a sudden tell them they say, "You're a robot," the robot goes, "What do you mean I'm a robot? I'm not a robot.
No, robots go beep boop, beep bop though.
I'm human like you." You see? So again,
Are you?
everybody has their idea of themselves. Yeah. And so getting through that idea of yourself, which you've manufactured, is your encasement bubble. And so if you're happy with it, stay in it. And you will go through lifetime after lifetime after lifetime encased in your happy little bubble. And you will stay in cause and effect creation and go through whatever this world goes through. See, right now, this moment in your world and the physical world, everything is working for you. Okay, and you have your situations, etc.
It really isn't though. I'm not doing too well.
Okay, but so you're not doing too well. But you're not in a war like World War II. You're not in World War II. And look at the other countries around the world, like the Gaza and the Ukraine and whatever. You're not being bombed and shelled every day. Okay, you're in the United States. You have some kind of life, but you don't have air raids. You don't have people with machine guns coming after you. Okay, well, guess what? That's coming up too, because again, the world controllers make the wars purposely. They've made all the wars, and little by little, but they're doing it in a different way now. Okay, they're doing it in football games, basketball games, competition, etc., video games. These are the little wars, etc. Soldiers, when they're practicing for the battlefield, they're sitting on computers all day practicing what your guys are doing. Okay, they're doing the same thing. Yeah, because it's all a big video game. I'm trying to show you what's going on, but yeah, it's going to piss you off at times because you're the one agreeing to it, and you think that you're not, but you are. You've already agreed to it, you're in it, and your real side experience is showing you that you're embedded in it into these cyberspace dimensions, and you don't know where you're at. I'm trying to show you how to wake up so you can get through it. And so just like a bratty teenager, you're going to rebel, just like the parents that have raised you.
I'm not rebelling though. I'm trying to learn. I'm even seeing the GUANU before bed, just like Eric told me to.
Again, you don't have to be so literalized about what I say. Give and take a little bit. The idea is that we've all been teenagers, and at some point, we think we know more than the parents that raised us and gave us everything. So we got attitudes because we're teenagers, etc. And you're going to go through this too. You're going to have a lot of attitudes that you got to deal with until you can get through it and be like the sun shining. There's your big hint about what life is. The sun shining. I'm not talking about staring at the sun. The sun is your best reference because the sun sees everything. The sun sees everything that's going on in this world, but yet it has nothing to do with this world at all, does it? And it's not affected by the world, but you and everyone else is affected by everything. So if you want to stay the effect of everything, just keep doing what you're doing, or learn to be like the sun shining, where you're just awareness and you have no effects bothering you at all. This is what I'm trying to show you, but it's going to take time. It's going to take 50 years. And guess what? You got no place else to go. So again, just sit tight and be patient. All right, till next time, kids. That was fun. It was great. You guys did great. Okay, A+. Everybody gets an A+.
Thank you, Dwayne.
Thank you,
take care. Have a good
I appreciate that. So that was my first time. I'm hoping it was a good one.
Yeah, you guys are great. So again, see you next time. Be ready. Start the new.
I would give Phil like a C-. Honestly.
Well, okay. All right, Phil. There's your substitute teacher, Phil. So you deal with it. Yeah. And remember what
Phil, man, I thought it was pretty cool. I like the lasers.
Eric's really not that helpful.
What we did to substitute teachers in school, Phil, we gave them a bad time, didn't we?
Yeah, I did all the time. Some of
Yeah,
them,
we
absolutely.
always gave them. And then when our teacher came back, it's like, oh, thank you for coming back. So again, but no, you guys did great. And no, it's all for you. And you're not going to find this anywhere else. You don't have to do all kinds of funny things or rituals or hocus pocus or whatever. No, it gets very real, but it's going to take time. You got to grow up into it.
50 years.
50 years, kids. And it's going to pass fast. 50 years from now, and I don't know where I'm going to be. I'm not concerned, but we'll see what happens. But you guys will be around, and you got a lot to go, so get ready.